Hey YouTube, welcome to another episode of News in 2 Minutes, bringing you the news that you need to know every day. Let's begin. Hundreds of inmates, including convicted terrorists, escaped from the Tanjung Gusta prison in Indonesia Thursday after setting prison complexes on fire during a riot and storming the gates en masse. An authority who wished to remain anonymous said that at least 5 people had been killed in the rioting, including 2 prison wardens. New York officials say that 5 pesticide containers exploded, causing a partial collapse inside a city building that housed both businesses and apartments. Authorities have not been able to determine the cause of the explosion and have stopped short of calling it a crime or terrorism. As a large tremor strikes Earth, strong seismic waves are generated throughout the Earth's crust and can be felt and seen across the globe. A new study at the Columbia University shows that fracking, the extraction of gas by injecting water, sand, and chemicals deep into the ground, can cause potentially devastating tremors in reaction to large earthquakes thousands of miles away. Russian officials have ordered that all top-end communication be handwritten or typed on Triumph Adler typewriters, which create a unique signature type for each system. The news comes as U.S. officials ready themselves for continued intelligence disclosure, unsure of exactly what information Edward Snowden gleaned and how he plans to use it. In related news, according to documents given to The Guardian, Microsoft worked hand-in-hand with the government, giving them encrypted keys to company communications platforms including Skype, Hotmail, and Outlook. Tens of thousands of workers walked off their jobs in Brazil today in a large organized strike that blocked many of the country's roads and city ports. But what started as peaceful protests quickly turned violent as riot police moved into the city in armored trucks, firing tear gas canisters and rubber bullets, ordering that everyone leave the streets. Protesters, defying their orders, lit fires in the streets and fought with police throughout some areas in Brazil in clashes that continue this morning. And to wrap things up, the FDA is setting new limits, lowering the amount of arsenic allowed in children's juice. The U.S. is asking Egypt to stop arresting members of the Muslim Brotherhood. And Mexico's Popocatépetl volcano has registered 39 volcanic emissions in the last 24 hours, has forced officials to create a 7-mile safety barrier, and has stranded over 200 passengers as airlines continue to cancel flights. And that's it for this episode of News in 2 Minutes. Check back tomorrow for more news that the aware need the most. This week's News in 2 Minutes is brought to you by tshtfplan.com, where even the officials go for news, and sqmetals.com for all your precious metal needs.